Hello everybody and welcome to Jimbo Guitar, where it's not just about 6-string guitars. Today we go down an octave and lose a couple of strings to listen to some bass guitar. So this is another video where I see if I can still play one of my old riffs. In 2009 I joined a very loud rock band called Small Machine and I played the bass. I heard them on MySpace and I became a massive fan. So it was really exciting to get the chance to join the band. I'm going to play along with a Small Machine song called Repeat. Now actually the whole bass line for this song was already written when I joined the band, so it's really Rob's riff. But I always like playing it, and I think it's a great melodic bass line which works in conjunction with the drumming to provide a really interesting foundation for the guitars and vocals. Repeat was one of the original songs I first heard back from their first demo, when I was just a fan of the group. And back then, Small Machine were just a duo. But this version is from 2010, after Sam, our singer and rhythm guitarist, and I joined. So this has new guitar parts, new vocals, and my version of Rob's original bass line. I'm playing my Dean Evo XM bass. This is a 30-inch short-scale bass, which I modified by adding an active tone circuit called a stinger, which you'd be right in guessing is a clone of the circuit found in a well-known bass from the 1970s. I used to play a 34-inch long-scale Westone super headless bass for much of my time in Small Machine, but I ended up getting tendinitis in my left arm from the very vigorous bass lines I used to play, combined with the intense rehearsals we did and the many gigs we played. So getting a smaller bass where I didn't have to stretch my arm out so far really helped me out. The amp is a 200-watt Peavey Mark III 400 series from the late 1970s. It's actually my brother's amp, but he left it behind years ago when he moved to another country, and I've kept it alive in the intervening years. It's going into 2 Fender bass cabinets, a 2x10 and a 1x15. And this solid-state amplification rig is what I used in Small Machine, and those 200 watts were handy as I had to keep up sonically with 2 Marshall half-stacks and a drummer with a foot like a traction engine. But you won't be hearing the whole rig, as I'm recording it using the line output, which is that yellow lead coming out of the front panel. And that's going into my trusty and dusty old DAW, which is capturing everything in Audacity. Now, as with the Vehicle Derek track, I planned my bass playing to one side and the band to the other for a bit of separation. This sounds best on nice headphones or decent speakers, and it might struggle to come across on a phone with just a single tiny speaker. But I have no idea where or how you're listening, so just let it roll and see what you think.
Freak us,
Well, how was that? I know it's not perfect, but it's not bad for something I haven't really played in over a decade. As I rehearsed it, I was surprised which parts seemed to be in my muscle memory without even thinking about them, and which parts I really needed to transcribe and teach myself again from listening back to the song. It's a tough bass line to follow sometimes, as it is a far cry from eighth notes following the root of the chords. Instead, literally every note in each phrase is used in a different melodic or rhythmic combination according to which part of the song we're playing. Now, I had a lot of fun being a member of Small Machine, and I think we'd still have been going to this day had life not changed for some of the guys and split us apart geographically. We still get together to play every once in a while, and I usually take ear defenders, as we're just always so loud. I'll put some links in the description to some other Small Machine stuff that's online. Normally I would just say Google it, but if you Google Small Machine, you just get miniature sewing machines and drill presses and so on. Anyway, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on whatever the next video might be about, and until the next time, I hope your bottom's as big as mine. Bass-wise, that is.